Hello everyone, hope you are fine. Today let me share with you interesting thoughts on generations. So what is a generation? We hear a popular commercial advertisement where Michael Jackson is singing a choice of a new generation. So the dictionary meaning of a generation might be different from one another. But from sociological point of view, there's a specific way of defining a generation from the management point of view. So we see a group of people born within a period of roughly 20 years. That's how they classify a generation. So we see in the workplaces there are so many generations. People belong to so many different generations. So let me zoom into three such generations with reference to the fourth one which is emerging. So we have baby boomers or liberals who were born between 1940 to 1960, roughly. There's no clear cut boundary. This is based on the research by William Strauss and Neil Hoover, who wrote about generations in America. So the liberals or the baby boomers, 40 to 60, and 60 to 80, generation X, and then 80 to 2000, generation Y, the millennials, and 2000 onwards, generation Z, generation Alpha, 2020, or centennials. So we have baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, and centennials. Out of them, if you take a typical workplace across the globe, you still see baby boomers, you still see Gen X, you still see millennials who have entered, but centennials are yet to enter. So, what are the differences in these generations? As we often hear from our grandparents, they complain that their children are not like them. And our parents complain that we are not like them. And we might complain, looking at our children, that they are not like us. That is the typical way of generational differences. So, from management point of view, this is the challenge: how to manage a multi-generational workforce. So, you have baby boomers who are looking at stability and security, whereas Gen X who are looking at success with some synergy, and we have millennials who want enjoyment in their job. Their engagement should be enjoyable enough for them to thrive in their jobs. So they might look at serenity and satisfaction. And centennials are yet to come. So if you look at the three generations in the workplaces, baby boomers, Gen X, and Gen Y, interestingly, they are different and their values are different. Their approaches towards work is different. So there are challenges. How to maintain commonality. Say communication, for example. Baby boomers, they will say, can you give it to me in black and white? Can you get it in writing? Send me in registered post. They are writers. Whereas Gen X, they might ask you, can you email it to me? And they might give their visiting card and say, my email address is there. So they are mailers. And whereas the millennials, they might be more texters. They are text oriented, WhatsApp driven, SMS driven. So you have writers, mailers, and texters in the same workplace. That gives you a huge challenge. So let's talk more about how to face those challenges. So be aware of your generation and be empathetic towards other generations. Let's all work together in ensuring a multi-generational workplace achieves success. Reflect, refresh, and relate. All the very best.